Welcome. Listen up, because this is one of those truths nobody wants to hear, but everybody needs. Life is ruthless. Life is brutal. And here's the cold, hard fact: rejection is part of your journey. You will get rejected by jobs, by opportunities, by people, by dreams. But here's where most people fail. They let it break them. They let it define them. And that's weakness disguised as disappointment. If you're rejected, accept it. Don't fight it. Don't curse it. Don't pretend it doesn't hurt. Feel it, own it, learn from it, and then let it go. Let me tell you something. You're not being punished when doors slam in your face. No. You're being directed. The universe, or life, whatever you call it, is not cruel, it's selective. Every rejection is a test of your resilience, a filter to keep the weak dreams away, and only let the ones that matter survive. Think about the times you were rejected. Did it stop you? Or did it light a fire inside that burned hotter than before? That fire is your power. That fire is your fuel. And don't get it twisted. Accepting rejection does not mean you're weak. No, it means you're smart. It means you understand that life is bigger than a single no. Look around. Every successful person you admire has been rejected more times than they can count. Denzel himself didn't get every role he went for. The doors closed on him. But you know what he did? He didn't throw a tantrum. He didn't quit. He accepted it, adjusted, and came back stronger. That's the mindset you need. Rejection is a teacher. Harsh, unforgiving, relentless, but a teacher. It shows you where you're not ready, where you need to grow, where you need to fight harder, where you need to refine your craft. If you're rejected, it's not the end. It's the beginning of a better, sharper, more refined version of you. If you stay bitter, you stay broken. If you accept it, you rise. And here's the kicker. People will try to make you feel small for being rejected. Don't let them. Nobody has the right to judge your journey. You are not a failure for being denied. You are a soldier, a warrior, a hustler learning the terrain of life, surviving the battles, and coming back with armor thicker than yesterday. You have to develop the courage to say, okay, this door isn't mine. Show me the next one, because there's always a next one, and it's waiting for you. So accept rejection, embrace it, and use it. Use it to sharpen your vision, your patience, your persistence. Rejection is a stepping stone, not a tombstone. Remember this: when life says no, it's not to stop you. It's to redirect you, to teach you, to make you tougher. And when you finally step into that room, into that opportunity, into that moment, you'll walk in stronger, smarter, and untouchable. Life is not about the no's you get. It's about the yeses you earn after you've been rejected, broken, and rebuilt. And every no you survive adds a layer of steel to your backbone. So when rejection comes knocking, don't fight it. Don't cry over it. Don't waste energy hating it. Accept it, study it, and step forward like a man or woman who knows that this moment is just another rehearsal for the glory that's waiting for you. Rejection is not your enemy. Your fear of rejection is. Your pride that refuses to accept it is. Own it. Learn, adapt, and never forget. Success doesn't come to the scared, it comes to the relentless. Rejection is not a punishment. Let me make that crystal clear. It's not a curse. It's not life conspiring against you. It's not a judgment on your worth. It's a guide. Think about it. Every no you get, every door that slams in your face, it's pointing you somewhere. It's filtering out the things that aren't for you, so you don't waste your time chasing the wrong path. Imagine a GPS in your life. Rejection is that recalculating signal telling you, not this way. Turn around. Go a different route. Most people freak out when they get rejected. They think it's failure. They think it's shame. They think it's the end. But it's actually the beginning. It's a signal that something better is waiting, something bigger is lined up for you, something that actually deserves your energy, your focus, your fire. Think of every famous person you know, every actor, every entrepreneur, every athlete. They were told no more times than you can count. Jobs didn't hire them, deals fell through, opportunities slipped away. And you know what they did? They didn't cry over it. They didn't whine. They didn't let rejection define them. They treated it like a compass. They looked at it, analyzed it, adjusted, and moved forward with sharper vision. That rejection told them, this isn't your stage yet, you're not ready. Focus somewhere else. Grow stronger. Come back better. And that's exactly what they did. Look at your own life. How many times have you been rejected by someone who didn't see your value? How many times did doors close on ideas that you thought were gold? That's life's way of protecting you from settling for less, from wasting your time on paths that don't align with your destiny. Rejection is the universe pruning the branches, clearing the weeds, so you can walk a clearer path toward what's truly meant for you. Even in daily life, it's the same principle. You apply for a job and you don't get it. Someone turns down your proposal. A friend doesn't back you up. You feel the sting, you feel the embarrassment, but if you look closer, you realize that rejection just removed a wrong opportunity from your path. It's like life saying, I've got something bigger for you. Don't stop. Keep moving. Rejection is a filter. It separates the noise from the signal, the temporary from the permanent, the weak from the strong. If you let it, it guides you to the right people, the right opportunities, and the right moments where your effort will actually pay off and your persistence will be rewarded. Acceptance is not giving up. Let me repeat that. Acceptance is not weakness. The moment you learn to accept rejection, the moment you stop fighting them, no, that has already been said, that is when your real power begins. Most people see rejection and they recoil, they resist, they argue with reality like it owes them something. That's where weakness lies, in the refusal to face the truth. But strength shows up when you can look at the rejection square in the eye and say, I see you. I feel you. I'm moving forward anyway. That acknowledgement doesn't make you small. It makes you unshakable. When you accept rejection, you take the energy that would have been wasted on resentment and redirect it toward progress. Think about it in real life. You apply for a job and they tell you no. You can cry, complain, blame the world, or you can accept it. When you accept it, you're no longer a victim of circumstance. You're now a strategist. You can analyze what went wrong, improve your approach, and go after the next opportunity with more focus, more preparation, more fire. That's what acceptance does. It turns a setback into a setup. It turns a punch to the gut into momentum. People confuse bitterness with strength, but real strength is calm. Real strength is composed. Real strength doesn't scream at the universe for being unfair. It works quietly, relentlessly on building the next victory. Even in personal life, this principle works. A friend abandons you, a partner says no, someone doesn't believe in your vision. Most people resist, they argue, they sulk. But those who are truly powerful, they accept it. They say, okay, this isn't my path with this person, or this opportunity isn't mine, but I'm not stopping here, I'm moving forward. Acceptance clears your mind. It removes the emotional fog, it sharpens your decisions, it gives clarity. When your heart and mind are no longer tangled in denial, your energy becomes unstoppable. Look at athletes, look at artists, look at anyone who has risen to the top. They don't waste time railing against rejection. They accept it, learn from it, and use it as fuel. That moment of acceptance is a turning point. It is a signal that you've grown stronger than the disappointment, that you've taken control of your emotions and are now in control of your next steps. Accepting rejection is owning your journey. It's owning your story. And the moment you embrace it, you realize that rejection doesn't have power over you. Your response does. Acceptance is armor, acceptance is clarity, acceptance is momentum, and acceptance is strength. Rejection is not just a setback, it's a catalyst. Every time life shuts a door in your face, it's not to punish you, it's to fuel your growth. Think about it. How can you improve if everything comes easy? How can you sharpen your skills if nothing challenges you? Rejection exposes the gaps in your preparation, the weaknesses in your plan, the blind spots in your vision. When someone says no to you, when an opportunity slips away, it's life pointing out where you're not ready yet. And that's valuable. Most people run from that reality. They see rejection as an insult, as proof they aren't enough. But in reality, it's a mirror reflecting exactly what needs work. If you pay attention, rejection can teach you more than any yes ever will. Look at your own life. Maybe you pitched an idea and it got shut down. Maybe you asked for a raise and they said no. Maybe a relationship ended before it even began. Each one of those rejections is a lesson in disguise. They force you to evaluate your approach, to question your assumptions, to refine your strategy. That's growth. That's resilience being built brick by brick. Every no forces you to dig deeper, push harder, and become better than you were yesterday. Life doesn't give out character. It forges it in the heat of adversity, in the pain of being denied, in the struggle to get back up after a blow. And here's the truth. Resilience isn't taught in comfort zones. Comfort zones produce complacency. Rejection produces toughness. It makes you understand that the world isn't obligated to hand you what you want, that you have to earn it, fight for it, bleed for it. That struggle is what builds character. That refusal is what makes you resourceful. That obstacle is what teaches you patience and perseverance. Every time someone says no, it's an opportunity to analyze, adapt, and attack with more strategy, more fire, and more determination. Even in daily life, you see it everywhere. A student fails a test and realizes the study method isn't working. A business owner loses a client and learns the pitch wasn't persuasive enough. An athlete misses a goal and knows their technique needs work. These rejections aren't failures. They are blueprints for growth. They force you to face reality, improve yourself, and come back stronger. And when you embrace rejection as a teacher rather than a threat, you stop fearing it. You start using it as fuel. You start seeing every no as a stepping stone toward mastery, resilience, and a character so strong that nothing in life can break you. Other people's opinions will always be loud. Friends, family, colleagues, strangers, they all have something to say about your path, your choices, your failures, and your dreams. But let me tell you this loud and clear, their judgment does not define you. Their bitterness does not define you. Life is not about living up to other people's expectations or proving anyone wrong. Your journey is yours alone, and it's sacred. Most people get trapped because they let judgment become chains. They let whispers, critiques, and sideways glances dictate their actions. They measure their worth based on someone else's approval, and that's how dreams die quietly, unnoticed, in the shadow of someone else's opinion. Think about daily life. How many times have you held back because someone said you couldn't do it? Maybe it was a career move. Maybe it was starting a business. Maybe it was asking someone out, or maybe it was pursuing a passion they thought was foolish. That judgment isn't reality. It's their fear speaking. People project their limitations, their insecurities, their disappointments onto you because they can't handle someone else chasing something bigger. You have to rise above that. You have to look at their criticism and say, that's yours, not mine. Let it bounce off you. Do not let bitterness, envy, or opinion weigh you down. Your energy is too valuable, your mission too important. Bitterness is a poison, subtle but deadly. It keeps you looking backward, replaying rejections, wrongs, and failures. It makes you resent opportunities that others have. It clouds your judgment, and it steals your power. But here's the truth. No one can hold you back unless you allow them to. Judgment only matters if you give it weight. Your path, your timing, your struggles, and your victories are yours alone. The moment you stop comparing, stop justifying, stop explaining, you unlock a level of freedom most people will never know. You walk with focus, clarity, and unshakable confidence because your eyes are fixed on your destination, not on the sidelines filled with critics. Look at people who succeed against all odds. They ignore the judgment, brush off the gossip, and keep moving forward. Every no, every sneer, every sideways glance just becomes noise in the background while they chase their purpose relentlessly. Your journey is sacred. Protect it, nourish it. Move forward with so much force and so much clarity that judgment has no choice but to fade into irrelevance. Your path isn't anyone else's to dictate, and your growth isn't anyone else's to measure. Persistence after rejection is where champions are made. Let me be real with you. Everyone can talk about dreams, everyone can wish for success, but very few people have the guts to keep moving after life slaps them with a no. Rejection hurts. It stings. It makes your chest tight, your hands shake, your mind question everything. But here's the truth. Success isn't for those who crumble at the first. No. Success is for the ones who rise, dust themselves off, and keep swinging even when the world has tried to knock them down. Persistence after rejection is what transforms ordinary people into legends. Think about it in daily life. You apply for a job you really want, and they say no. Your proposal gets rejected. That relationship you were fighting for ends. The first instinct for most people is to give up. But the ones who truly rise, they take that no as a challenge, not a verdict. They say, fine, you said no. Now watch me go find the yes that's meant for me. That refusal, that rejection, it becomes fuel. Every failure, every closed door adds momentum. Each time you get knocked down, you build strength, strategy, and determination for the next fight. Momentum doesn't come from comfort. It comes from getting back up over and over, stronger every time. Even in sports, in business, in creative fields, persistence after rejection separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. Michael Jordan didn't make every shot. He was cut from his high school basketball team. Imagine if he quit then. He would have never become the symbol of relentless greatness. Every setback he faced became the energy that propelled him higher. Every time he got knocked down, he came back harder, faster, smarter. That's what rejection does. It's the weight that builds your muscle. It's the resistance that strengthens your resolve. Without it, momentum is weak, easily broken. With it, momentum is unstoppable. In daily life, it's the same principle. A student fails an exam and studies harder than before. A business owner loses a client and strategizes a better pitch. An artist gets rejected by a gallery and perfects the craft until no one can ignore it. Every time you persist after rejection, you create a chain reaction. You build confidence, you sharpen your skills, and the next time opportunity comes, you're not just ready, you're unstoppable. The universe rewards those who refuse to be defeated, who see rejection as a detour, not a dead end. Momentum is born from persistence, and unstoppable momentum is what carries you to the success that everyone else dreams of, but never fights for. So here's the deal. The moment you stop fearing rejection, stop running from it, stop letting it control you, is the moment you start living at full power. Life is not here to coddle you, to hand you comfort on a silver platter. Life is here to test you, to push you, to throw punches and see if you can rise. And the truth is, every great person you admire, every legend, every icon, they didn't have smooth roads paved with yeses. They were tested, they were denied, they were rejected. But what separated them from the rest? They refused to stay down. They refused to quit. They refused to let a single no define their destiny. Like Denzel once said, fall forward. Every failed experiment is one step closer to success. That's the key. They fell, they got back up, and they kept moving forward with eyes locked on the prize. Imagine for a second if every rejection you faced became a stepping stone instead of a stumbling block. Imagine if you treated every closed door as a redirection towards something bigger, something sharper, something meant for you. That's the mindset that changes lives. That's the mindset that creates winners in a world full of quitters. When you accept rejection, when you learn from it, when you persist after it, you stop being a victim and start being a force. You stop asking, start asking what's next. You start owning your story, your journey, your failures, and your triumphs. Remember this, success is not reserved for the chosen few. It's reserved for the relentless. It's reserved for those who get knocked down, look up and say, I'm not done yet. Every no you endure, every closed door, every missed chance is adding layers of strength, resilience, and clarity to your character. And when the right opportunity comes, you don't just step into it, you dominate it. The world doesn't reward whining, it rewards warriors. The world doesn't care about your excuses, it rewards execution. And the world doesn't give in to fear, it gives to the fearless. So when life says no, smile. When doors slam, knock again. When rejection hits, rise higher. Remember the words of Winston Churchill, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Remember, rejection is temporary, persistence is permanent, and momentum after adversity is unstoppable. Take every setback, every denial, every you can't, and turn it into fuel. Because the fire inside you is far bigger than any obstacle outside. The world is waiting for the person who refused to quit, and that person is you. Rise, move, conquer, and let rejection be the force that propels you